Hello and welcome to Web3’s, the 3-minute podcast where we dive into all things Web3 and try and cover them in just 3 minutes or thereabouts. Today is the introduction, so welcome to the series. And in this episode, I want to give you a quick taste on 3 things. Firstly, tell you a little bit about me. Secondly, explain what is Web3 and why you should care. And finally, give you a taste on what you can expect from this series and why you should tune in. So let's go. First up, a little bit about me. So I'm Clinton Njie and I'm a proud dad and passionate entrepreneur. I've spent the past decade building a personalized avatar brand here in the UK and also in the US that now has over 1 million customers and has generated over £40 million in sales, bootstrapped. And so I've seen from that experience the growing demand for personalized avatars and digital expression. And then as a parent of a 12-year-old, like most parents will attest, I've seen how over time, my son is spending more and more of his free time in digital playgrounds like Fortnite and Roblox and Minecraft, and even more of my money in those playgrounds too. And so when I combine these two things, for me, it's clear the metaverse is already kind of here. Web3 is already here. We're just so caught up in the semantics and the tech stack that we just haven't realized it yet. So then what is Web3? Web3 essentially is us looking to build a more open internet. An internet that moves some of the control that right now is locked into a few giant corporates and brings that closer to us, the users and the consumers. For me, the technology is irrelevant. There are things that we will test, could be blockchain, might not be, might be centralized, might be decentralized. Doesn't really matter. What matters is, are we able to give back more control to users, control over their data, control over their content, control over their virtual items, and over their money? That's fundamentally what Web3 is seeking to do. And the tools and the technologies, I'm sure, are going to evolve over time as we find what works for consumers and corporates and ultimately weed out what doesn't. So it's a really fun time where we should be playing with things rather than bashing each other over the head with, is this the right phrase or not? Is this the right technology or not? It's all about learning. And ultimately, that's what this podcast is about. Each week in 3-minute bursts, the caveat is we may spill over sometimes, we're going to dive into real world use cases where we're seeing some of that power shift back to consumers. So I hope that from this series, you're going to get a sense of the things that are really happening, things that you can get excited about, perhaps implement into your business, and ultimately just get a better understanding of how the internet is evolving. And that's ultimately what I'm hoping to get from this too. That's it for today. I'll see you in episode 1. So until then.